what my goal here is for you is just what I wanted to do is make villages, make buildings, always have one will working at the time, send Hussar on aggressive stance, forward to, let's say, the gold, alright? The gold on the other side of the map.
Yep.
And produce units.
Okay.
So I'll show you the whole cycle and hope I get it right. And I wanted to teach Malay. We can do that as well.
That would be awesome.
Bulgarians is tricky, so I have no idea. I have no clue how to play them
Yeah,
correctly.
we all get Malay and we're like, oh, GG. I'd like to learn how to actually win with them.
Just don't do elephants with Malay, and you're fine.
Okay. That's good to know.
Okay, so let's go. Okay. Stable. And you don't have to rush. You have a lot of time, actually. So keep that in mind. Don't try to be too fast on yourself. Alright?
Okay.
Ideally, you want to have most of the foundations down when the fourth villager pops out.
Is this you building, Morley?
No.
No.
Oh. Chikala, it's perfection.
I'm a quick learner.
I'm like, you would beat me.
So we're not doing any rushing yet. Just producing units, right?
And you shift queue your units, Morley?
Yes, I do, yeah.
Okay, awesome. It took me a while to discover that. It's definitely saved a lot of clicks.
Yeah, it definitely does. Definitely does. And the problem I have with that in RM is that I just end up queuing too many. And then end up short.
Okay, I didn't have the timer yet. I didn't look at the timer and how long it took me for the population. But that's about the thing you want to do. Yeah. Most likely, it depends what you want to achieve sometimes, right? If you go for, let's say, you could go for stables, then all barracks, then all ranges. Does gets units out faster, but if you get more CA in the first fight, for example, if you add ranges in between the barracks, your first fight will be more efficient. So it's not that important to get all the barracks before your first ranges or anything. That's what I wanted to say with that.
Okay.
It also kind of depends on your style, which you don't have yet. So, which you will develop over time.
Yeah. Cool.
You don't have style. Oh. All right.
Okay.
So, what I want you to do is get all foundations down before the fifth villager is out. Is on the field. With the fifth villager, I mean the second villager that pops out of the DC.
Okay.
And one villager working at a time, and Hussar and aggressive on the other side of the map. Alright?
Okay. Right. Ready to go?
Okay, so describe to me again, what are the first steps?
First
that you need to do right now?
So, very first thing, kill up 15,
in an order.
15 villagers in the town centre. Use 2 villagers to start the first stable and 1 to start a second. Take the scout, put him on aggressive, send him over to the enemy, and then place 2 more foundations for stables, followed by 7 for barracks, and then 6 rangers.
Let's stick to 466, all right?
466, okay.
it's not that important if you do 6 or 7. It's like an old thing, because we used to, with Huns, we used to prioritize population at 4 minutes, because that would give you an it was a good indicator of how good your start was.
Okay.
So we stuck to 4-6-6 in practice, so we could measure the population. It's not that important. It just needs to be nice. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Good.
Right.
Stage is yours.
I shall
Good
try. We'll see how much I mess it up. Right.
Hey, just chill, Jack and Mag. How are you guys doing?
Okay, stop. We need to do it again. Okay. You killed too many villages. We need 3.
Oh no!
Oh.
We need
okay.
3 villages.
The game was on fast speed. We'll get him back quickly.
Okay. So what my problem here was, what I forgot to mention is, you want to have the first buildings towards the TC. So, for example, if I have my starting villager here, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to build my building here. I ideally want to place it here.
Okay.
Closer to the TC, so you can get a more compact build around the TC. First and foremost. Secondly, what you did was this and then this. 2 tiles apart. I don't want that. Because that way, paladins can get through and other units can get through easier and have a easier time sniping your villages.
Okay.
And it's a bigger walking distance for your villages. If you have 2 tiles in between every building, that doubles the distance your villagers have to travel to get through to each building to build.
20 minutes later.
Okay, that is really nice. Alright. Okay.
Beautiful.
Nope. Gather point wasn't on the building.
Many months later.
The foundations need to be quicker, and
Yeah, it's because I'm trying to be precise with them. That's why.
yeah, that's the thing. That's the difficult part, right?
Yeah.
Getting it nice and quick at the same time.
Yeah, I'm not a very precise player. Right, let's start again. Oh.
Yeah, that's a bit too close here.
One extreme to the other. Isn't it?
Yeah, no.
It's not the worst thing in the world. It's not the worst thing in the world. So you don't have to GG if that happens in a real game.
One eternity later.
Okay, so
But that was also with single.
So I'm doing
Let's go,
I'm
Marlon.
doing the challenge, am I? All right, okay.
Yes.
I mean, yes, if you do way more buildings, then you will get more pop thing.
Of course, and if you make only tokens, you're gonna get a lot more than 80.
Sure. That's, of course. If you just do paladins, halbs, and CA, let's put it that way. But I also have to admit, I'm not really sure about the numbers anymore since, yeah. But my first lessons, Kellen said everything around 85 is good enough for a rated game. And that was with Treadmill Crane. So yeah.
Yeah, that's what Kellen tells me as well, that like when you have 80 in a Huns War, just patrol them in, then start focusing on your eco and just proceed, because if you have 80, you know, you're either gonna break even or slightly win or lose. And
Yeah, that's true. Kellen had a phase where he would go 9 Rex at the start, and then that would work quite well.
do you think
He had a lot of
slightly-
tactics there.
Do you think a slightly adopted hotkey for building locations and unit creation is good? Like barracks, stable archery, and siege workshop. I do... Oh. Yeah, I guess it's whatever works best for you is what I was gonna say.
I mean,
but
you...
I just have the...
Okay,
the
generally the rule is you don't want to move your hand and your fingers too much. Basically. You want to keep your hand mostly in one place. Just as a rule.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 4 minutes.
Alright. So we have 88, which is decent.
Yeah.
Very decent. I would say, Morley, you made your life a lot more difficult with this build because
So there's buildings over on the top, yeah.
Yeah, on your left-hand side, you have to.
Okay, maybe I undershot with 80 a little bit too much. It was good. Don't get me wrong. Okay.
Yeah, there's quite a few times where there was multiple villages on.
We can. There's a lot of room for optimization here. So without disturbance, okay, like the 85 was with rushing, with getting rushed, and everything else, right? So, let's shoot for 100, no disturbance, just production. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you said as well you're a little bit top heavy here on your base.
Yeah.
You're missing the second layer on the downside. All right, let's just delete everything here and start at 10 minutes or something, or like a good, not like a 10, but at a round number.
Start at 5 minutes and end at 9.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, if we can delete everything and get everything in order until then. Okay.
We just gotta delete one more bill.
Where?
We can.
That's how I've done it.
Oh, there it is. Got it.
They're hiding in the rubble.
Cool. What time are we starting?
Okay, at 6. Exit 6 on the dot.
Okay.
Yeah, preparing for battle.
Nope.
Yes.
You forgot your Hussar.
Yeah.
I'd say if it makes it easier for you with building, just think about how you don't want to start the second layer of your buildings until the first circle is complete. So like, for example, I'm just gonna take the reins for a second. Kind of building like that ensures that you won't become top heavy. I mean, obviously I just put my archery in the front, which is what I typically would not do, but just to show you, hopefully it makes it a little easier to visualize.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, let's start at... Oh gosh, now math is getting complicated. Let's start at 9 minutes.
9.
Yeah.
9 and stop at 13.
9 to 13.
Okay. Loom says you have the weirdest layout, but it's working for you. Is that the layout that True taught you, Loom? 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, I'm talking about hotkeys. Got it. when it was 13 we're stopping it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will pause.
Thank you.
Skirmishers?
Yeah, I ran out of gold.
Alright.
Oh, yeah. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, because
okay.
we don't have... Yeah, right, because we did this over and over again. Makes sense.
Oh shoot. Oh, shoot's on.
Yeah, I just noticed it. I thought, oh, well, better chuck some skirmishes in then. Try and get
Is
the
there
pop up.
Is there a difference between the speed of skirmishers and...
Yeah, they produce
Probably.
faster.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
So, cheating.
So we got 100 with skirmishes. But it was nice. I think you were idling a little bit at the start sometimes, and
Yeah.
a few inefficiencies with the villages. But overall, not bad at all.